I'm Jeff Byers. I'm going to be taking you through modeling a medieval dagger. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's go into the front view, and let's go ahead and add our image. Let's go into the perspective view. And let's go ahead and move it back. And let's go ahead and rotate the image. And we do have some skewed areas, but that's okay. And we want to center it the best way we can. That looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and scale this up a little bit bigger. Okay. Let's go ahead and get rid of the grid. And let's go ahead and get to modeling. Let's go ahead and put this in the background layer and reference it. Okay, so we can't select it. Alright, first thing we're going to do is we are going to start with a cube. Alright, so we'll go ahead and move that up and place that at the very bottom of the hilt. Okay, we got three parts that are actually working here. We've got the handle, we've got the hilt, and the blade, and we have the ornament on top, which we'll model separately. So let's go ahead and scale this in a little bit, and we're going to go ahead and create the blade itself. Now from the side view, there's a couple things we can do here. We can, this blade is thin, so let's go ahead and scale that down a little bit this way. We can also rotate it at an angle here. Scale that in a little bit, like that. Let's go ahead and take the vertices, select these, and scale those in. We're going to go into the scale section. Reset the tool. Let's go to world. And let's go ahead and scale those down a little bit. So we get to kind of the thickness of the blade there. There we go. Alright, so now we've got our blade, and we're going to go ahead and extrude that down. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit the 5 key and select on the face. And let's go ahead and edit mesh, go to extrude, go to the front view and just move that down. And I'm not going to worry about too much about scaling it in yet, we'll do that later. Let's go ahead and hit the G key again and move that down. G key, move, G key, I'm keeping it kind of consistent all the way down. And G. There we go. Alright. Okay, so let's go ahead and finesse these vertices. Okay. Alright, so there's our blade for all intents and purposes, and we will go ahead and have that selected. So that's what we got so far for the blade. Now we're going to start with the top part of it, the object there. And so there's a couple things we can do here, and we can go ahead and extrude from a cube, and I'm going to go ahead and start from the center and move out. So start with a cube again, polygons, cube, and let's move that up. And we're going to do one side of this. And let's go ahead and move these in. Move these up. I'm going to follow that curvature out. And I'm going to move that in here and kind of get that shape. There are a couple things we could do. We could bring this down and then work our way up. So let's do that. Let's give this. Let's kind of work our way up this object. Okay. So I'm going to work my way up and out. Okay. Alright, so not too worried about what the profile is going to look like right now. Just going to work on getting the shape. See how we can come up with that. I'm going to hit extrude and move that up. Okay, like that. Hit the extrude key again. Extrude key and then move that up. There we go. So now we can kind of go in here and move these vertices around. Again, I'm just trying to rough this out. Get a basic shape. And I'm not too worried about making this perfectly centered. Okay, there we go. So you can see that I'm going to go ahead and do one more, and then I'm going to push it up. Let's see how that looks. I'm going to go to extrude again. Move that up one more time. And extrude again. This time I'm going to go all the way up. So I'm going to go back to vertex. Select these vertices and move them over. And this one will go right to here. And then we're going to go ahead and work with this now as an object. Okay, now I'm going to take this face and extrude outwards. And it's going to be consistent. Okay. So I'll do a little bit. Go in here to my vertices, and make very small changes. Move those around a little bit. and start getting the shape that I want with this. Go. It's looking pretty good. And let's continue doing this. You may find yourself modeling, over and over again, just making changes and figuring out how you want to model something. For now, this seems to be working. We'll continue modeling out. Okay. Okay, maybe one more.